Dear students, my congratulations as we have finished the first model. Today we shall check ourselves. Open your books at page 19. We shall start our test with reading. Look at the text in search of monsters. Let's read it and do the first exercise. You are to choose the bad answer. For example, most of the exhibits at the museum belong to Lauren. Let's check in the text. Most of the 2,300 specimens of weird and wonderful that can be found here come from the personal collection of Lauren Coleman. Exercise 2 is devoted to listening. You will hear 5 people talking about theories for the reason for the building of Stonehenge. Match the headings to the speaker. There are 2 extra headings.
Speaker 1. Prehistoric people were much closer to nature than us, and I think nature was the only way they had to measure the passing of time. Stonehenge is round like a sundial, and I think that's what it was, really. Everyone knows that the rising sun shines directly on the central stone on the longest day of the year. To me, that shows it was used to measure time, perhaps to make farming easier to organize. Speaker 2.
Throughout history, the largest and most impressive buildings have always been places of worship. It's as true of ancient Greece as it is of 21st century cities. It must have taken a huge effort to build Stonehenge with prehistoric technology, and I feel sure the reason was that people wanted a spiritual place, somewhere perhaps where they could pray for the gods to send them good weather.
Speaker 3.
I read a newspaper article saying that human remains found near Stonehenge show that people travelled there from as far away as Ireland, and a lot of them had bones that had something wrong with them. It made some scientists believe it was a place people visited to try to improve their health. Apparently, there are large stones at Stonehenge that the builders got from a mountain in Wales 150 miles away. People probably believed stones from that area had mysterious powers.
Speaker 4.
I think the Stonehenge we see today is only a small part of the original structure, and I think only a very advanced civilization could have built it, and not prehistoric humans. It seems likely to me that Stonehenge originally had a large roof which aliens used to arrive on and leave this planet in their spaceships. Who knows what the roof was made of? Perhaps something we can't imagine.
Speaker 5.
I know there's evidence that a lot of people were buried in the Stonehenge area. So I think it was a burial site, and the stones were memorial monuments, like giant gravestones for everyone. I've been there, and it's a very peaceful spot. The kind of place you'd like your loved ones to go to after they pass away.
In exercise 3, you are to fill in the following words. For example, we've made an amazing discovery. It's a cure for the common cold. Exercise 4. Complete the sentences with the correct comparative or superlative form of the adverb. For example, the weather got worse in the afternoon. Worse is a comparative form of the adverb badly. Exercise 5. Use the prompts and the verbs in brackets to complete the sentences with the past models. For example, Yerasil isn't in the laboratory, so he must have gone home early. I'm sure that's why I have used the verb must. Exercise 6 is devoted to passive voice. You are to write the sentence in the passive. They considered the experiment a great success. You will write, the experiment was considered a great success. Pay attention, it's past tense. In exercise 7, you are to fill in because, while, despite, but, and. For example, I want to be an astronomer. but I don't think my marks in math are good enough. Exercise 8. Writing. Read the rubrics and write your article. You have seen this announcement in a science magazine. We are looking for articles about the life and achievements of famous scientists. The winning article will appear in the magazine. Send your article to the magazine before the end of the month. Write your article. Listen to the model.
Marie Curie. There aren't many people who haven't heard of Marie Curie. She was a famous physicist and chemist. Curie was born on the 7th of November, 1867, in Warsaw, Poland. Her family was quite poor, so she had to attend public school, but she was an excellent student. She became a governess when she left school to help pay for her sister's education. A few years later, she left for Paris and went to university, where she earned degrees in physics and maths. In 1895, she married Pierre Curie. Together they discovered polonium and radium, and Marie developed a theory about radioactivity. They won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1903. 8 years later, Marie Curie won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry on her own. She died on July 4, 1934, from exposure to radiation. Marie Curie was a scientific pioneer. She was the first person to win 2 Nobel Prizes and the first woman to become a professor at the University of Paris. She is also an inspiration to young women who are interested in science all over the world.
Your task is to finish all the exercises from pages 19 and 20.